Hi, how y'all doing? Okay, we're gonna do a quick video on the situation that has already been dealt with, but I wanted you guys to, experience and understand from my perspective of what happened. Jonathan, pretty much the spirit that was in Jonathan pretty much went crazy. Um, he was supposed to be protecting the situation, but he ended up, making more about himself and things that he wasn't supposed to mess, like make the mess around the home. He wasn't supposed to break anything. He wasn't supposed to, do things that he shouldn't be. He should have just been protecting. And I'm going to show you and have you guys also use your energy, use your heart, and feel the situation, feel with your heart, and see with your pineal to understand. Those who are through their solar plexus, I understand that it's much easier for you to just feel naturally through your core, and just where you're looking, there's a reason why you're looking in that area, and try to really understand that your guides are going to lead you there. So we're going to go ahead and start. Yeah, I'll be pissed off too. That's a really messed up situation. Okay, so what we just see is a bowl that he was eating from, which was just moved. And I want you to actually feel with your heart this whole area. Imagine going in the middle of the room here as a ball and expanding that ball throughout the whole room, touching the counter, touching the floor, the atmosphere, the air, anything that's there, and set yourself there. Imagine yourself you're right there, standing right next to him. And I want you to use your pineal to understand and see where the actual movement and what happened next to the ball. I'm going to give you a moment. I'm going to start this up again. Just feel into the room. Just naturally where your eyes should go. Right here. He moves over. Yep. So just before that, I'm going to go back. I want you to actually understand right here, he was not sitting, he was standing on this area. And he starts walking over here. And I want you to actually feel what he does in this area when this happens. Just before the bowl moves, what was he doing? Did you see any flickering? Did you see. Yes, there's some dust, tiny dust, but it's more. It should. The void spirit will tend to let you know if it's like just dust or not. When it moves smooth and then it's erratic. When it's like that, that's usually spirit doing that. So when it's just soft dust, that's not the case. But sometimes you'll see it in a moment. There's kind of flicker right here, and I want you to understand that in this area, as he's standing, what was he doing as just before he did the ball, moved the ball? Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm just gonna explain a little bit more in detail. Okay. So going back to the beginning, we're gonna see that essentially when I was looking at this, JR actually had me himself. He told me like, I want you to look at this. And as I was feeling with my heart, I understood. I felt some movement coming from here, going across the counter, on the floor, and then walking. And someone was right here, not this like from here to here, not this tall. And they moved over, and I was like, huh, okay. And I knew it was Jonathan, and I felt his energy. It was Jonathan. But the thing is, I wanted to understand further. So with my pineal, I just gave it some relax, flexed it like a muscle, and I actually pushed myself just to see around this area. And I knew just to look over here. And you will see it. There was a flicker right here. And this is just more of his core energy, condensing his energy just to actually do something. Just go from the second dimension to the third dimension to condense their energy. When you see black blotches, that's usually the case. On your side of your eyes, a black blotch. If it's like white, sometimes, majority of times, that's pixies. That's a type of fae that comes around. They're usually sharp edged like a lightning bolt, and they always super nice, try to like help you see what's around you. And right here, let me get it started. That was all dust. But over here, you see is that starts walking over right here, right there, and moves it. And made a mess of him, which is not a good thing because this creates an issue. Because he shouldn't have done that. He should have made like this move slightly, or that move slightly, but not so much to where he's messing with what he's doing currently. And that's the one instance that he shouldn't have done. In the second instance, is we're just gonna cut to it. It's gonna be faster. Is he calls his name? Lee actually has. I'm gonna show you. Lee's sitting down, and right over here, there's a actual device that indicates allows people spirit to actually be heard. So he's sitting down.
Please tell me your name. Please stop saying my name and tell me whatever you want to say. You've initiated communication.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. So Jonathan's standing right in this area. He was trying to get his attention by saying Lee, 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 but he wouldn't stop. And you notice he keeps going and going. And that's a second instance that he shouldn't, that's unnecessary. He should have tried to say who his name is, as he says, you initiated communication, essentially. Well, Lee, he was calling his name. He didn't even call Jonathan didn't say his name. He actually made it to the point where it didn't matter. He just kept going, didn't stop. And he
Who am I
goes over.
speaking with? Please stop saying my name. Who am I speaking with?
You killed my wife.
I know who I'm speaking with. Show yourself.
You will die.
Show yourself, lad.
You will die.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. He continues saying you'll die a few more times, and Lee kind of just he actually becomes unhappy. But you'll see it once you watch the video. So now you recognize that that's Vlad, right? Well, remember that JR she spoke about it, and actually in twice he made a video about speaking about Vlad and removing and getting rid of Vlad, the spirits himself. And he also spoke that Jonathan was his job was to go over there and go to Lee and watch him and make sure everything's okay. This was brought forward by Lily. Part of Lily that is a little bit newer one is actually went over just to make sure everything's okay, and she brought this forward to JR. This is on the 24th, by the way. So this is 23rd to the 24th. All this was happening pretty much, and right when uh, this was brought forward to Jay, and he started recognizing it, he brought it forward to me, and you see, you gotta understand. This is this you. when you have someone who's supposed to protect and then they do this and they continue something that was supposed to be stopped, and then it makes Jay look like he wasn't speaking the truth there when he said what he did. And you know, Jay, he never lies. The fact that, and if he's wrong, he'll tell you. But the fact that this happened and Jonathan never stopped, it made everything haywire. So this is another instance of him making issues when he shouldn't have made issues. Saying that you killed my wife when that was Vlad's insanity. And now he leaves all confused and all in defensive mode in this situation. So it's just like, this is messed up. It's like, well, now I know who I'm talking to, but it's not Vlad, because Vlad is not in existence right now at all. It's actually Jonathan, Johnny the Plague. And Johnny was been abused pretty much throughout his whole life. And uh, Jay will have conversations with him, and he will like kind of like talk over Jay, or even make it to be so erratic that he wasn't able to be complete. And Jay had to tell him to stop. And this still happened even when he went home, because when Jonathan was killed by the original being male and female angel protectors, uh, who are nasty, they were not nice. They control you through through your upper crown, middle crown, lower crown, and all the way to your hypothalamus, and control you like that. That's how. That's just, it was easy like that for them. And they killed Jonathan and made him slip and made him fall. Uh, Jay speaks about his passing in the video. If you look at JR, those who know know. Those who don't, go ahead and look through Jay's videos. And this is the passing of Johnaton Rich. That's the name, if I remember. You can find it like that. And Jonathan has been healing, but it was not long enough. And Aaron needed to get home to finish doing this. So by the way, I'm speaking all this through my perspective and my understanding of my energy of what's going on in this video, so to help you guys understand. All right, the next instance we're going to go into is right around here, 11:30. I'm going to just go 11:40. So Lee goes and put a ball, and he has a little frequency reader for any spirit that's walking around, just to get, to let him know in the video, let you guys know that that's what's happening. And in this moment, I want you to actually see what something very interesting happened.
I'll put it in front of the REM pod or something. You've just been trying to communicate with me.
Right there. Well, he speaks about it. I'll let him finish.
I've just seen like a mass or something. I could have been tripping, but from this wall, like it must have gone, towards the tower.
Okay. So what you just saw it's go ahead and try to feel who that was. Go ahead and feel with your heart. Open up. Reach out with your heart. It's like reaching out. You're going from one side to your body to the other. And do that through the video. And feel into the room. And open your heart up in the area. And use your pinwheel to actually see what just walked past. Who just walked past? Was it male and female? What type of spirit was it? Was it a source? Was it fae? Was it an animal? What kind of type of spirit? What was the intentions? What was the purpose of this? Find those answers within yourself as we redo the video real quick.
The sea monster. I'll put it in front of the REM pod or something.
Right there. There was a movement of energy right above his head, he turned his head to the left. Well, his right, your left. And then all of a sudden...
You've just been trying to communicate with me.
Right there. And he recognizes it, and he says it's like a mass of energy that went from right to left. His left to right, but you're right to left. And this is the same situation to where energy, when spirit on the other side wants to come through to the third dimension, they condense their energy. And it's like almost like Black Panther, Black Onyx kind of energy. And it condenses all their frequencies into just black blotches that you can see from your peripherals. And that's your spirit guides or any spirit trying to like show themselves, hey, I'm here, hello. Well, this is a, an operation of it, but through the whole body, and you can see from right to left as they're walking. It's almost like there's like a uh, like Michael Jackson's like moonwalk is going so smooth, but this is that. Let me go back.
Because it don't look like you're seeing much. Like, you're only seeing one star. I'll put it in front of the REM pod or something. You've just been trying to communicate with me.
Right there. So there's that instance, and then the last instance, he made a movement. We're gonna go just before, yeah, right here. So I want you to see these stairs. He put it down the frequency reader so they can watch. But notice how the ball and he waited 133. 33 is strong communication, and it's usually positive, but this is strong communication of elder. So of self and completion of who you are and understanding what's going on. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. Oh, wow. There we go. We're going to start that. Okay. So, in my perspective, Jonathan was actually on the stairs up here, but before that, he kind of like floated up. So he was from here, floated up a little bit, and then he sat here for some time. And this is before he waited for a while. He was checking on, looking around, and right here, he put his hand down and then nudge it. And it's right here he put his hand down. As he walks up, he's right here for a moment, and then you'll see a little dust right up here, kind of showing you where it's going. Yeah. Well, that's the end of that. This is just a important video to understand with, you're who you are in spirit, you're real. And everything on the outside, it's metaphysical. You're non-corporeal beings. And so this is going to help you show to others too, to actually allow them to also feel with their heart and or their gut or their pineal and actually see what's going on. And ask those important questions like the spirit that comes around, are they male and female? What type of spirit are they? Are they malevolent and benevolent? And what are their intentions? And what's the name that you can get? That's very important. And every time continue practicing that, every time you meet someone, and you feel like someone's right there nearby you, make sure you ask those questions so you can identify what's going on. Because once you figure out the why, you'll understand the how and the what and the when. And that makes it much easier for you and others to fully come within themselves and be truly who you are. Alrighty. Have a great day. Bye.